my name is Shazanae, and I know you've seen this hair and the shirt and everything before. This is my third video filming in a row, and I do apologize for that. I don't tend to like to do that, but this week is crazy, and I know I'm not gonna have a lot of time to film, so I found an hour to sit down and film, so that's what I'm doing. But this particular video is actually gonna have to be filmed on 2 separate days. So today is day 1, and I'm excited because I went to Sephora, if you guys saw that haul, and I picked up the Too Faced the Return of Sexy palette. I'd gone to Sephora today to pick up my Professional primer, and I saw a few things at Too Faced. I'm actually wearing one of them, which is which is the melted metal liquid lipstick from Too Faced in the color macaroon, whatever it's called. So while I was there, I also saw this palette, which was new to me. I don't know how new this palette is, but the first part of the video, as always with first impressions and demos, is going to be the first initial thought of the palette, just taking a look at the packaging, and the second half will be an actual tutorial using the palette. So if you want to see the tutorial and not the review, then you can skip ahead. But let's see what's in the palette. So the first thing I saw was a Too Faced Shadow Insurance Anti-Crease Shadow Eye Primer, which looks like that. So that's exciting that they gave me an eye primer. I actually didn't have any idea that that was included. So next we have the palette. Oh, that's an interesting package. I'll show you guys, but it's like a, oh, how do I even explain that? So it's a black, well, first of all, it's a black package, like a plastic package. And then that's the front of it. So it says The Return of Sexy, but it has almost like a plastic clear cover over it. And then the how do I even explain this? How do I explain this? It looks like basically their logo, like the piece of paper inside, and then a plastic cover on top. There you go. And it has like this pretty border. It's like a squiggly kind of border all the way around, and it's raised, so it's a little bit textured. So let me move on to the back. So it says Too Faced, The Return of Sexy. Oh boy, a lot of this is in French. Okay. So there's 3 different sections. The first one is the Ingenuine, but it's again in French. I'll go over those colors. The next section is the Icon, and the last section is the Bombshell. So there's 3 different eye looks they kind of give you. So in the Ingenuine, we have Naive, Ingenuine, Innocent, New in Town, and Casting Couch. In the Icon, we have Pink Diamond, Icon, Divorcee, Hopeless Romantic, and Prima Donna. And then in the Bombshell, we have 7-Year Itch, Bombshell, Hollywood, Man-Eater, and Beauty Mark. So that's exciting. That's really creative that they named a color Beauty Mark. I would have never thought of that, which I love mine, and I have one of it, just saying. So let's go ahead and open the package. Oh, what is that? Okay, so it has, you know, a mirror, not too big, but big enough. And it says Too Faced up here. You can't really see it because it's also in black. So those are the colors to give you a better picture of them. So they all seem to be shimmery. Is that one matte? Okay, there's one matte in here I've found so far. Okay. I think there's only maybe 1, maybe 2 mattes. I don't know. We'll find out as we go through it. But the other thing that's also included in here is a eye pencil. So it says Too Faced Perfect Black, Perfect Eyes Waterproof Eyeliner, and it looks like it would be like a pencil liner. So this is how. Wow! Oh my goodness, that is creamy. Ooh, I like that. Let me see how it smudges because it has a smudge stick on the other end. Oh, yes! I'm so excited! It actually smudges the way it's supposed to. Because every time I feel like I've gotten this, I know it's messy, but it's smudged, that's the point. Every time I've gotten a eyeliner that's supposed to smudge and supposed to be like the smoky, sexy, smoky eye pencil, it never works for me. It either rubs off or it just gets all over the place or whatever, but this is so creamy and smudges easily. I'm so excited. I'm gonna use this in my tutorial as well. So let me start swatching. So I'm going to start with the first section over here. So as I swatch, I'll make sure that I also give the name of them so you know what their names is. The only thing that I'm seeing right here is, I know it's like a personal preference for me, but if I'm doing tutorials, I like to give you names of shadows as I go, including the palette. So you can see here that there's no names on the front, so you have to refer to the back, which drives me nuts personally. But hey, not a big deal. And I do find it a bit, what is that? I do find it a bit odd that a brush is not included. I like how an eyeliner and eyeshadow or eye primer is included, but the brush wasn't, which is very odd, because even if they just throw in like one of those little annoying ones, I've never seen a palette not come with a brush. What the heck is this? There's like, can you see next to the mirror? There's like these 3 pieces of paper. I'm curious. I'm trying to get them out with tweezers. I don't know if these are like, oh yes, I see more videos coming with this. Oh wow. That's really cool. Okay, so basically there's 3 little cards for each section. So there's 3 sections, so there's 3 cards. But on each card, there's a day look that you can use with the section and a night look. So I totally see 3 more videos coming out of this, so you will definitely see in my future on my channel the Too Faced Sexy, you know, let's see, the Ingenuine section. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna name it yet, but then we'll have a day and night look within that whole section. And maybe, I don't know, maybe I will do that tomorrow. So this can be like a first impression and bonus day and night look using the first one, and then for the other 2 will be whole separate videos. Maybe, I don't know, that's probably how I'm gonna do it, because I have to do a look with this anyways, or maybe not. I think tomorrow I'll figure it out. I'll let you know. But anyways, that's really, really cool. And like I said, each section all has one and a day and night look. So let me go ahead and just start swatching for you, because that's what I know you want to see. The first color is going to be a bit hard to see, but this is all in the Ingenuine section, and this is the top color called Naive. The next color is the left color called Ingenu. Side note, sorry for the dog you might hear in the background, but this color is the center color, and it's called Innocent. Literally, I'm trying to swatch, but this dog won't shut up. It barks all day long, all day. The next color is a gold color, and it's called New in Town. And the last color for this section, and the bottom color, is called Casting Couch. So this section was definitely more based on the neutrals, and my husband's home was based on the neutrals, and the next section is going to be more of the pinks, and there's a green thrown in there, but 3 of them are on the pinky side. The next color you see is going to be kind of hard to see because it's a light pink highlighting color, but it's the top color called Pink Diamond. Oh, and the section is called the Icon. The next swatch is called Icon, and it's more of a purpley pink color. That frickin' dog. The next color is a dark green called Divorcee. I'm just gonna have to keep going, guys. I'm really, really sorry, but I can literally see the sun coming down outside my window. So the next swatch color is called Hopeless Romantic, and it's actually this gorgeous plum color. Yes, I am. The next color is called Prima Donna, and it's almost black, but it has a purple undertone. Are you kidding me? Now there's 2 dogs? Alright, we're moving on to the next section, which is called the Bombshell, and we're going to start with 7 Year Itch, which is their highlighting shade. Wow, that is really, really gorgeous. It's the most pigmented highlighting shade out of all of them, and it's definitely the most sparkly and glittery one. The next swatch under 7 Year Itch is called Bombshell, and it's like a metallic-y silver color. Next color is a darker gray called Hollywood. The next color is almost a brownish gray called Man Eater. And the last color is called Bombshell. So those are all the swatches for this palette. Now, like as I was swatching them, I saw a pattern with each palette, which isn't too hard to spot, but this is definitely more of the neutral shades. This is more of like the fun colors and the plums, and then this is more of like the typical smoky eye that you would, the smoky eye colors that you would use. But so far, I love the palette. So those are all the swatches. So the second part, I'm going to murder that dog so hard. So that is the first part of the video with all the swatches and my first initial thoughts. If you're interested in seeing a tutorial that I'm just gonna pick colors and put something together and not, I'm gonna pick like a color from each section and do a tutorial on them. So if you're interested in seeing that, then just please stay tuned, and I will also give my final thoughts. Just so I don't forget to mention it at the end of this video. Just keep a lookout for the other videos that I'm going to be doing with this palette. Like I mentioned in the beginning, they give you recommended makeup looks for each section, both a day and a night look. So I'll definitely end up making videos off of that. So if you're interested in that, that's not what's coming up now, but it will definitely be coming up soon in the future. So if you're interested in seeing my version of a tutorial, then please keep watching. Alright, to start off this look, I'm using the eyeshadow insurance primer that came with the palette, and I'm going to put it all over my lid up to my brow bone, and I'm also going to take it underneath my eye on the lower lash line. This step is optional, but I am going to take a little tiny piece of Scotch tape. I like to do this just so my eyeshadow doesn't kind of get everywhere, and I'm just going to put it about here. That's as far as I want my eyeshadow to go, so I'm just lightly pressing it down. Alright, for our base color, I'm going to use this gold color, and it's called Man Eater. So with a flat shader brush, I'm going to take a little bit of that on the brush, and I'm going to start packing this on the lid. And I'm going to bring it up into the crease very, very lightly. All the way over to the tape. The great thing about these colors that I've noticed is you can build them up, so you can either go for a super subtle look or you can keep packing the color on for a more intense look. Next, I'm going to take the color over here. It's like a light brown color, and it's called Ingenue, maybe? And I'm going to take a little bit on a fluffy brush, and I'm going to start working this from the outer corner of my crease and work it inwards just a little bit. So I'm going to start and stop about there. And then I'm going to take a clean fluffy brush, and I'm just going to start blending this back and forth. It's going to start blending inwards in my crease, and I wanted a very, very subtle and light crease color. Again, I'm blending it all the way to the tape. Just go back and forth in a windshield wiper motion. It's the easiest way to blend your eyeshadow. You can always go back and add more, but that's actually good for me. What I'm going to do next is take a small pencil brush, and we're going to go into a deeper brown. So we're going to be using this one, and this one is called Casting Couch. So with my small brush, I'm just taking a little bit. A little goes a long way with this palette. And I'm just going to kind of draw it in my inner V. This is just going to add depth and dimension to the crease. So once I have the color on, I'm going to go ahead and take that same fluffy brush that we used for the crease and lightly blend it, just going towards the inner corner of my eye. So I'm just lifting it up every single time. Once the color starts blending, then I can go back in with the windshield wiper motion. Try to keep it just on your crease. Try not to go up on your brow bone. Then I am going to take another fluffy brush and using this highlighting color right here, which is called Naive. It's called Naive. I'm sorry, I couldn't find it. I'm just going to take a little bit on the brush and just add it to my brow bone. And then taking that same color, where's that brush I was just using? Using that same highlighting color, I'm taking a little bit on a smaller brush, and I'm gonna just add it to the very center of my eye. This is just gonna brighten up the eye. And I'm also going to take it into my inner tear duct. So now I can go ahead and remove my tape, so just very lightly pull. And you see this line, you can blend it out if you want to, but what I'm going to do is put on my eyeliner. I'm using Hard Candy's Walk the Line in black. I'm going to put on my eyeliner, and then if I feel that the eyeshadow needs to be blended in my eyeliner, that's when I'll do it, when my eyeliner is dried. So let me go ahead and do this first. Now you can see where my eyeshadow stops and my eyeliner starts, so we'll blend that out later. But what I'm going to do is start working on the lower lash next. So let me put my makeup mirror back. So using the same small little pencil brush that I was using, if you don't have one of these, it's actually a really great tool. I'm going to start with that darkest brown color that we used. Just take a little bit on the very tip of my pencil brush. And I am going to start blending this out. My outer, how do I even explain this? The outer corner of my eye. I'm just going to start blending the eyeshadow into the eyeliner so it blends a little more seamlessly. And I'm not taking it very far at all. And then I'm going back in with that lighter brown color that I used over here. Same brush, I just wiped it off. Just use the same brush. I'm taking a little bit. I'm going to blend that color in next. And I'm going to blend this color all the way until where my eyelashes stop. But I'm not adding any more product. I'm just taking whatever product I had on my brush and I'm blending it out because I don't want this color to be too intense. I just kind of want it to be subtle. So using a little bit of product and spreading it out will give you that subtle effect. Then same brush, just going back into that gold color, which was right here. I'm gonna add this right before my, right, it's so hard to think of like what it's called. Right before my tear duct, in between that little gap, I'm going to add this gold color. Okay, and now that my eyeliner is dried, I can blend my eyeshadow out a little bit. So that is it for the eyeshadow. So to finish off this look, I'm going to curl my lashes, and then I'm going to add 2 layers of mascara using Maybelline New York / Sensational Mascara. I'm going to do 2 coats on my top, 2 coats on the bottom, and throw on my lashes, and I'll come back with my finished eyes. So that is the completed look for this palette. My final thoughts about this palette is that I really like it. I feel like it has a really good variety of colors, and they're super pigmented, and I love the fact that they have 3 different highlighting shades, and it's just everything about this palette that I've just fallen in love with. I'm so excited to do more looks with it because when the beginning of this video I was talking about the 3 eye looks that they give you. I'm really excited to give those a try, but I'm super impressed with this palette. This was the first time that I've tried to do an eye makeup look with it, and like I said, it was super pigmented. It blended so nicely, and I feel like you can really mix and match any color and you're not gonna get a bad combination. And I love the fact that it came with an eyeshadow primer and an eyeliner. I didn't end up using the eyeliner today, but I definitely will for at least one of the looks. In case anybody is wondering, on my lips I'm wearing, I lined my lips with MAC's Boldly Bear, and then I topped it off with Too Faced Melted in Chihuahua. It's an original color. So that's gonna be it, guys. So those are my final thoughts about this palette. I love it. I definitely think it's worth it to go out and purchase, and it's a great staple in your makeup collection. If you enjoyed, please leave a thumbs up. You can also subscribe if you don't want to miss any new videos I put up to every single day. I'm on Instagram and Twitter, both at ShadesAnA, and until my next video, I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.